Hello everyone. My name is Shen Zihao. My metric number is 191326. So, what about you?
My name is Ma Ling. My metric number is 191329.
Hello, my name is Wang Xin. My metric number is 191288.
My name is Wang Shuting. My metric number is 191290.
Okay, is everyone ready to begin?
Yes.
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 Okay. The topic of our discussion is the inability to speak more than one language to make cause the the economic gaps. In my opinion, I think that the multilingualism will lead to the socio-economic gap in Malaysia. And Malaysia is composed of the multiple ethnic groups. Malaysia does not have single the education system. Therefore, students of all ethnic the groups can also enter various schools to learn various languages. Therefore, based on the multilingualism, they definitely has an advantage over other countries. And for Malaysia, Chinese, each person can at least in three languages. It's Malay, Chinese, and dialect. Of course, English is also a language that many Chinese students can master, and it is a language that is common in the workplace. Therefore, Malaysia Chinese are basically able to master at least the four languages when they come to the workplace. Such language talent is very real for their countries, especially in the rise of the China. The language talent of the Malaysia, the people is very advantageous in the economic environment, such as the Belt and Road, and it is the talents that local and foreign business and competing too hard. So, what do you think about the topic, Marlene?
I agree with what you said. I believe the multilingualism will lead to a social-economic gap in Malaysia. It will be said the multiple languages will have more opportunities to do business with more foreigners. In the context of economic globalization, people's business and economic activities are not limited to the country. You can see the world's top 500. No one is not a multinational company. For multinational companies, the language of other countries is especially important. In Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur is a political, cultural, and economic center. Kuala Lumpur is also an international city. Many foreigners working, do business, and traveling in Kuala Lumpur. Therefore, the language will have more opportunity to business with more foreigners. Here is a piece of data. In 2017, Malaysia GDP was 1,230,120 million ringgit, of which Kuala Lumpur was 90,075 million ringgit. For Haizan Kelantan's 5,642 million ringgit. So this is the economic gap. So what do you think about this topic, Wang-Xin?
So most of what you say is true, and however, I think the total amount of GDP is unscientific. So in my opinion, I think that per capita GDP is most consistent because different population. So multilingualism it will lead to socio-economic gap in Malaysia, and in 2017, Malaysia per capita GDP was 42,228 ringgit, and however, in the case of Kuala Lumpur, the per capita GDP reached 111,321 ringgit, which is much higher than the national per capita GDP, which is much higher than Canada's 593. So the economic gap between them is very large. Why the gaps is so big? As KL's development benefits from the high degree of openness, in addition to diminished trade, there is large amount of overseas trade, and in 2018, Malaysia total foreign trade reached 1,074 billion ringgit. Such a large foreign trade will indicate the importance of overseas market to Malaysia. And however, Malaysia's national language is Malay. National language is Malay. So less language is lead to business with foreigner. So I think that multilingual language will lead to socio-economic gap in Malaysia. So how do you think about that, Shruti?
That's the truth in a way. But according to the statistics of the Euro maintenance in 2017, there are many as 12.3 million foreign tourists visiting Kuala Lumpur each year, which surpasses Beijing, Rome, Shanghai, and other cities, and ranks among the most attractive foreign tourists. So many foreign tourists have brought a lot of economic income of Malaysia. Therefore, tourism is an important source of income of Malaysia. My point is that Malaysia can attract so many tourists merely because of its multicultural and diverse language. Because everyone come here to communicate well, don't worry about language. Because everyone come here to communicate well, the language barriers. As the house side, there are many Chinese in Malaysia who speak Chinese, which attracted many Chinese tourists. Malaysia Indian speak Tamil, so they will also attracted a lot of Indian tourists. After all, China and Indian are the most popularity country in the world, and it will greatly improve the development and income of tourists in Malaysia. So I think that multiple language will lead to a socio-economic get in Malaysia. Okay.
Okay. I think you are right about that. I think the language is of the great importance in Malaysia, the international trade, economic. In addition to the tourism, with the continuous advancement and the deepening of the economic globalization, the economic function of the language has become more and more the consent, and in the integration of the world economic, the increasingly close the ties between the countries, and the globalization of the international trade makes the importance of the language more and more important. So, Shuting, do you have anything to add?
You have pointed that about language is of great importance in Malaysia. International trade economic, and at the same time, the roles of language in promoting the Malaysia economic is becoming more and more obvious. The economic function of language is more and more considered by people. Multitasking will enhance your self-confidence and allow you to better communicate with foreigners to business and expand the source of income. For example, because there is only one language, many employees' careers development is limited, and there cannot international company development.
Yeah, I agree with completely. As I said, multilingualism can increase employment opportunity and is better than other perspective. Quickly understand through information and knowledge, get more respect and recognition from the social. And as people quickly improve, most people will respect those who are knowledgeable. People who have multiple language will also be respected, and more industries require practitioner and practitioners or current foreign language reach a current level in order to gain industry access or in university recognition.
Yeah, I agree with what you are saying. I believe the bilingual ability is linked to high income. According to research report, only one language person and multilingual people have different practice literary skills in spoken language. People with multiple languages have more advantages. So research have found that bilingual ability brings economic advantages. That is bilingual young people can get higher percentages and more income.
Okay, so many thanks to our team members for their active the discussion and many the opinions. So there are also many substantive example and for this discussion. So our conclusion is that speaking multiple languages can lead to the social and economic the difference in Malaysia, and it will be said that the multilingualism will not only be economically advantageous, but also the money, the fast testing of the skill improvement, and we should actively learn more the different languages and make ourselves better. So now our discussion is over now. So thanks.
Thank you for watching.